Hello, children. You must be enjoying with your full family at home, but I know at the same time you are missing your school very much. So I have brought your language class to you at your home. Yes, today I am going to discuss how to write short stories. This is your first question in your composition of 20 marks. So listen to me very carefully. First thing is, short story has to be original, means it should not be lifted from somewhere. It should be your own creation. What I am trying to say, you will not write any story you have read somewhere. You have to make a story of your own. Let us discuss about the 5 ingredients for short stories. First is plot. There must have a plot. You can say it a storyline also, which refers to the events that happen in a story because events are very important for the movement of the story. One example you can see on your screen, just read it out. Now, the second ingredient is character. For a story, you need 2 to 3 characters. Don't take many characters because it will be difficult for you to handle with all the characters. And sometimes the examiner also get confused who is saying to whom. Like if you have written Sohan said something to his friend Mohan, and then Mohan silently went and said everything to Rita, and Rita was very annoyed. She called Anita and started crying. Anita said, I know who is behind all this thing. So Sulekha only. So you see, it's very confusing. You cannot make a story with so many characters. You will be confused, and at the same time, examiner will also be confused, and you will lose your mark. So this thing you have to keep it in mind that. Maximum 4 character you keep, otherwise 2 to 3 character. Next, give a local name to the character. Don't say Uncle Sam was plowing the field and singing the song. No, Uncle Sam will not plow the field, okay? Because village you are talking about. So what local name you Uncle Ramu you say. Next point is conversation. Next point is conversation. Conversation must have means it should not follow the dialogue. Okay, so you can see I have written dialogue also. You can see it on your screen. You will use direct and indirect speech. Example I have given you. There you see on your screen. Halku came in and said to his wife, comma, inverted comma start. Sahu is at the door, full stop. Come on, comma, give me money you have, comma, let me pay him and be rid of the news, full stop, inverted comma, close. So this is what direct speech. She went inside the room and took blah 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 blah. So that is what? That is indirect speech. So your story, if you will use this direct speech, indirect speech, it will look more original. Next is fourth point is description. You have to add color to your composition. How you will add by using adjectives, adverbs. Example I'm giving you. He showed his wicked eyes. You could have said he showed his eyes, but when you are writing, it makes what more interesting, what wicked eyes. Very impressive, no? So you just try to add adjectives, adverbs to your composition. Then title. First write the story and at the last decide the title according to your story and put them the very first at the top. Dear children, one very important thing I am going to tell you that there is a big difference between first person narrative and short story. When you are asked to write a short story, you cannot be the character of the story because you are the creator of the story. How can you be the character? So you will not involve in that story. Okay, I know that there is a doubt in your mind. So I'm giving you two questions that will clear your doubt. That what comes under short story and what is first person narrative. So this you can see on your screen also. Write a short story in which the main characters are an old woman and her dog. So this is short story. Here you cannot be the character. Your character is old woman and dog. So you can take two more characters to make your story, but you will not be the character. Second, you see, write about a time when you helped an elderly neighbor finding her runaway dog. So this is what? This is first person narrative. Question here itself is demanding that you have to be there in this story. So you can take yourself as a character. You cannot. You have to be there. Okay. So this is first person narrative, and the rest of the things are same. All the rules are same for first person narrative and short story. Direct speech, indirect speech, everything, whatever we have discussed. So now just I'm giving you one example. I'm trying to make one story. There was a loud knock at the door. Gopal got up with a jerk. Full stop. Inverted comma. Oh, who is there in such a wintry cold night? Full stop. Inverted comma. I'm not going to tell you a story. You see, you want to listen to this story, no? This is not a story, just I was making one story. So see, children, this is very amusing and means if you will try it at your home, now you have time also. So it will give you pleasure and you can means practice it also. So you will get marks in your exams by writing a beautiful story, interesting story. Okay, children. So now next time I will be discussing about argumentative essay.